Delhi-based telecom startup, then Wiom, has raised close to $140 million in a Series A funding round that's been led by RTP Global. And we've got with us Satyam Darmora, who's the founder and CEO of the company. Thanks so much for taking time out. I know you said that air, water, food and the internet are the new essentials of modern life. So take us through what exactly you are looking to do to increase your penetration and how you'll be looking to deploy the funds.
Thank you, Avanne. We have just closed a round of around 140 crores. This has been led by RTP Global and our existing investors, Home India, Your Nest, and few others like Global Brains, Bloom Founders Fund, Altiria and Stride have also joined the round. With these funds, we look to scale up around 10 times of our current size, and we look to deploy a lot of this capital in creating tech and product solutions, which would create a more distributed architecture in the internet delivery space. A lot of it might evolve into a Web3 based architecture. So you might know that as a tech company, we have a lot of patents already granted, and we're looking to look at how we can disrupt the entire supply chain at the last mile so that more and more people can get unlimited internet at a very, very affordable price.
So what's the overall user base that you currently enjoy and how you're looking to grow that user base down the line? Because currently you're providing unlimited internet services without charging any upfront cost for as little as 10 rupees.
Sure. So our users are of two types. One are home users and second are users on the street. As of today, we have served more than 3 lakh users, and this has been more focused around Delhi. We look to take it to around 10x, which is around 30 lakh or 3 million users, and taking it to more cities beyond Delhi. At the same time, we would now like to enter into tier 2 and tier 3 towns where the need for the kind of service that we offer would be much higher. Our entire journey is around 18 months old, if we have to see it in that perspective. And on January 1st, we would have had around 200 odd points with around 1,000 odd customers. And today, like I said, we are almost at 3 lakh users, and we would have around 50,000 locations at which people can consume this.
So take us through what exactly it is that makes the company stand apart, because it's clearly very affordable, so very cheap. It's unlimited internet that is being provided to the middle and the lower middle income households. So how exactly is it that you're looking to compete with some of the other big wigs, and what's making you stand out?
Yes, Avanne, you're right. We are an asset-light distribution model. A couple of years back, Government of India came up with a new framework called PM Money, which essentially allows people, individuals as well, to share their internet with their neighbors or with somebody else at a very, very affordable price. So think of us more like an Uber or Airbnb of internet. It's fundamentally very different. We are opening up new markets. 80% of our customers are first-time home broadband users. And they are actually being serviced by existing ISPs or operators itself. So it is a win-win situation because we're going to open up new markets. As you might know, in India, we only have 10% penetration of home internet, which means out of 31 crore households, only 3 crore households have home internet. Whereas the need for home internet is increasing because mobile internet plans, 95% of them are capped at 1.5 GB data per day. So come an India-Pakistan match and you want to watch it on TV, you require at least 8 GB of internet. So our estimate is that out of 31 crore households, India has at least 18 crore households where cable TV is being watched. These are the households which would graduate into smart TVs, and that's where they would start requiring much more amounts of data, for which home internet is required. Just if you compare it with China, it sits at around 93% of home internet penetration. US sits at around 85%. India is only at 10%. And hence, the need for a platform play to open up these markets, which is a win-win situation for the end users, because they obviously get it at a much more affordable rate. And at the same time, it is a win situation for the operators because they're able to sell more and to those who were earlier not able to get into this play.
So given that the home broadband penetration in India is currently at about 10%, how are you uniquely positioned to capture this opportunity?
Yes. So see, we have to look at internet penetration in India and even globally as, there's a pre-COVID and post-COVID era. Between 2015 to 2020, India grew pretty fast in terms of connectivity. But come COVID, what has precipitated really hard is different kind of use cases of internet. Therefore, a common person is not only happy with connectivity, you want enough connectivity. And as per certain reports, an adult requires around 10 GB of internet on a daily basis to be productive in what they're doing. The national average of data consumption for an Indian is around 17 to 20 GB a month. When our users get unlimited internet at their homes, they consume around 400 GB of internet on a monthly basis. So while a very, very large population of India is now connected to internet because of the mobile penetration, but they're almost data starved. They're getting mere 1.5 GB. In a family of 5, 1.5 GB per day means 300 MB of internet per user, which is not even enough for a Skype call of an hour. It is not even enough for a 1 hour of online class. It is not even enough to watch a TV serial over internet. And that's where people need a lot of data, which can only be served through fiber or home internet. And that's where we see huge opportunity. At least 15 crore households that will get connected with unlimited or very, very high data centric ways of getting onto connectivity. Out of these 15 crore new households that would come in as a platform, we aspire to serve at least 40% of it, which would then mean around 6 crore households. At $100 per year kind of revenue, which we are earning today also from each household, it's a huge opportunity of somewhere around $6 billion in revenues that can come from for just one company.
Given that you have raised these funds at a time when we're looking at the total fundraising in India that has declined by about 75% plus, take us through how exactly you are looking to leverage your position. What's the long-term growth map? How are you looking at, bolstering your overall financials? What's your current financial position that you enjoy?
So like I said, Avanne, we have just started 18 months back. On January 1st, 2002, we were at around 200 homes. As we stand today, we are already above 25 crores of revenue rate. And what we're expecting is that in next 18 months, we should be above 100 crores of revenue rate.
So what's the long-term game plan? How do you further look to penetrate into rural India, and take us through what exactly the vision is?
Sure. See, in long term, if you look at a lot of industries which have been very, very capex centric, whether it is real estate, transportation, and many others, they've been disrupted by the whole idea of platform play. Airbnbs and OYOs of the world come in and they suddenly change how overnight accommodation, hotels, and stays are seen. Ubers of the world come and they fundamentally change how transportation happens. There has not been much disruption when it comes to internet delivery space globally. And we see a huge opportunity out here. Internet is in very primitive stages in how it is consumed. Today, it is primarily consumed in India. 98% of internet is probably consumed through mobile phones. Whereas in US, 80% of data consumption happens inside 4 walls over Wi-Fi. Because more and more devices are getting connected. Today, not only mobile phone, your watches, your laptops, your tablets, your TVs, your refrigerators, your ACs, your lights, everything will get connected onto internet more and more. And that is where a new way of looking at how people connect onto internet has to come in. And therefore, we do see a play for companies like us who create it from a customer perspective. How can customers get a single window to connect onto internet and consume it, rather than thinking of 5 different plans, 5 different cycles in which the payments are happening to 3 different operators at a family basis? Should it not be as easy as paying your electricity bill? Because I don't pay my electricity bill separately for my bedroom and separately for my balcony and separately for my bathroom. But when it comes to internet, in one single home, there might be 5 mobile phones where there are 5 different SIM cards taken through 3 different operators on 5 different cycles for 5 different plans. So from a user perspective, it has been a very supply-fed approach. We believe that this approach, if changed, can open up market, make life much easier for consumers, and help create a win-win situation not only for the end users but also to the suppliers of internet, because they can now focus on creating new kind of products and services, whereas platforms can help in just bringing this demand and supply together in ways which are better for consumers.
All right, thank you so much for taking time out and joining us on ET Now.
Thank you.